Alright, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays The Girl from Arkanya. In our previous episode, we made a lot of headway with the Towers dungeon, and now we're doing this little side quest bringing these two DGens together. So let's see how it goes. Is this the place? There's so many different smells all at once. Psst, Marissa, why is she here? Who, Cat? You said you wanted me to find a Castilian. I thought you'd just bribe a pirate with free booze or something. Marissa, that's the actual princessa. Yeah, I know. We're friends, I guess? Interesting. I shall remember that. Behold, Princess Katrina Maria Sancho de Castilla has graced your humble abode with her glorious presence. Wah ha ha! Ah ha ha! Of course, welcome. So, your reputation precedes you, Princessa. We have so much to discuss. Chloe discusses her ambition with the Princessa, and the two eventually come to an agreement. So you'll teach me how to make bombs, and I'll supply you with them at a discounted rate. Do we have a deal? We most certainly do, Chloe the alchemist. Perfect. No point in wasting time then. Let's meet downstairs and get started right away. You too, Marissa. I'm not done with you yet. Oh, heh. Ah, hold that thought, Marissa. The Princessa was just about to share the process of making gunpowder. Can I just show you instead? It'd be easier than explaining it. A live demonstration, that's even better than I'd hoped for. Yeah, please, go right ahead. Behold, your Princessa will now display her immeasurable talent. Oh wait, first we need the ingredients. Naturally, and those would be, let me think, brimstone, salt, pepper, and, oh, charcoal. How interesting, brimstone will be no problem at all. Master Arcturus has tons of it. As for saltpeter and charcoal, Marissa, you know what guano is, correct? It's the dropping of bats. I can extract the saltpeter from we need from guano, but I'll need a lot of it. Bring me the guano from 10 bats, that should be enough. Why me? You don't look busy. I just think you're better suited for it, yeah? Oh, and bring back 10 charcoal as well. The charcoal can be purchased from the market in Arkanya. Don't worry, I'll repay you. Now hurry along, we don't want to keep the Princessa waiting. Interesting that guano would effectively be a quest item twice in the early game. We've already gone hunting for guano in order to get our first sword upgrade, if I remember correctly. How much money do we have left after that? 1,600. So not enough for another one. Now we've got the charcoal because I've been stockpiling that. I kind of figured something like this would happen. Taylor, you don't have anything new in, right? No. I find that suspicious. For him to be, like, explicitly there. Alright, so we need to get up to the cave and beat up some bats to get their guano. No big deal. Done that before. Anything, it should be faster now. Actually, you know what? It occurs to me that it would be potentially simpler. Ooh, can I don't think this is gonna work, but yeah, no, it did not. Worth a shot. It would have been faster for me to fast travel to the alchemist's shop and then go down through the basement. Whatever, it's fine. Bullied by these random critters. that up here that we just got? I think it was. The drop chance for that must be quite low. There's way fewer bats in that cave than I remembered. Way fewer. Hopefully y'all aren't too bored by this. Hard to tell. Like, I'm always a little paranoid about cutting things out of the VOD, because, you know, sometimes I cut stuff and then I find out, like, oh, something happened and you just didn't notice it. I mean, there's been plenty of times when I've been watching other people's VODs and been like, hey, it didn't register at the time, but did you notice? But now you can notice this thing. So, like, for example, when a lot of people are playing Hollow Knight, they don't notice that when they're in Deep Nest, Nosk is in the corner of the room quite frequently. And just, like, lurking, watching them. Which is cool. Like, that's a very cool detail, but if you're not looking for it, it's pretty easy to overlook, right? What was that, mostly? You get some gold nuggets. Okay, so maybe we can melt that down later? What do we want to bet that that's the efficient way to get iron ore, actually? We just got, what, 4 iron ores from that? 3 iron ores? Alright, well, I might make that loop a couple more times, and hopefully nothing that I miss will happen while I'm doing so. I will see you guys on the other side of it. Alright, so it actually only took one more loop through. It went pretty much exactly the same as the previous one. Just maybe a little bit more elegant. So let's go turn in this guano. Not to you. Suspicious. Down. And of course, you know, we do get the benefit, having done that run, of we've picked up a bunch of other resources. We might be able to cash those in for other stuff. Let's go ahead and pull. Let's put these ores in. we'll pull this charcoal out. Did she say how much? I think she said 10? I could easily be wrong about that. Don't think we want to store anything else for that coal. We'll see how we get on. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That everything? Let's see what you got. 10 guano and 10 charcoal. Here, this should cover your costs. 200G. Well done, Marissa. That's everything we need. Well, almost. There's more? Princessa and I were discussing possible ways a bomb could be improved. I said we should make it bigger. You said that several times, in fact. But more importantly, the Princessa was telling me about her experiences finding the Muane. They have these terrifying mechanical creatures called robots. They're really cool. Robots seem to be operated by a device that allows the Muane to control them from a remote location. Indeed, I'm not sure how it works, but each robot has a device called a receiver. The receiver can hear sounds that our ears cannot from another device called a transmitter. Aha, so my intuition was correct. It should be possible to use these devices to control bombs, yeah? Can we just forget that I said anything? No way, Capybara, out with it. What do you know? Look, you might be able to find what you're looking for at Tia Ibura. The Munuane do maintenance on the robots there. Perfect, so we just need a receiver and transmitter from Tia Ibura. But that sounds like we might involve violence, so we'll have Marissa do it. Be careful, Marissa. Be sure you come back safe. Yeah, I'll do everything myself again. Alright, so what are... Large bomb bag? Yes, please. You now hold 5 additional bombs? And then another upgrade? 5 additional bombs? And then we definitely don't have enough to purchase that. We want to hold more bombs. Cool. Very cool. Alright, well, let's empty out our pockets here. We aren't that far from being able to afford that upgrade. Temptation. Let's actually, right, we were gonna go talk to the guy down south, and I just straight up forgot. That's enough for a bomb upgrade. We'll come back to the bomb upgrade. I'm sure we'll find the transmitter and stuff soon enough. Okay, so that chest's open already. Interesting. We're attuned to water, so we should be able to run down here pretty quickly. And over. Because the thing that was blocking us was needing to be able to do the water dance, right? I think. No, we needed bombs. That's right. We're definitely gonna have to go. Definitely gonna have to go invest in getting more bombs. Alright, so we got two choices here. Sure. Find those three pots on those three spots to be very suspicious. I would never have to do it again. Alright, I keep forgetting about the library. Also meeting new faces around here, mostly on account of hardly anybody knowing how to get here. Just who are you? Oh yeah, Brew. I'm Marissa, the world's greatest treasure hunter, and this is Copy. Greetings. Well, a treasure hunter, eh? That's no surprise you came here, is it? Yeah, mate, can I get silver here? Silver? Who said anything about silver? I haven't disclosed the nature of my business. We literally see crates of silver all over the room. I'm sure I have no idea what you mean. See, this business is built around trust, and I need to know I can trust you, yeah? I'm pretty trustworthy, mate. No. These things must be proven. Luckily for you, I need a favor right now. What's that? You know what a compass is? Quite a valuable thing. Trouble is, I've lost mine. Alright, I'll find it, no problem. Oh, I very much doubt that. Damn thing's likely at the bottom of the sea by now. Fortunately, I had two, except the second one I loaned to a business associate, an Arkanyan fisherman by the name of Fritz. Help me out and go retrieve my compass from Fritz. Tell him Santiago sent you. He will understand. How do I find Fritz? He keeps a ship at Arkanya docks. You'll know him when you find him. Just say that Fritz likes to be dramatic, annoyingly so. Save me the trouble of dealing with him, and I'll happily do business with you. Okay. Easy enough. You know... It's fun, the little bit of, like, game psychology going on here, where they give us slow speed, and that, like, sets our expectations with swimming. And then they give us high speed, and that then makes every swimming that we do after that feel, you know, fast. Even though it's the same speed that we just, like, normally walk at. Alright, fisherman, eh? We can just buy bombs here. Good to know. Wait, Brew, are you Fritz? Whoa, that such cruel misfortune should befall upon me. Will no one hear my tragic tale? Is there no kindness left in this wretched city? Pretty sure this is Fritz. Listen, Santiago sent me to get his compass back. Do you have it? Oh, another cruel twist of fate. Tragedies atop tragedies. Is that no? Patience, girl. I'll get to the compass. I'm trying to paint a scene for you. Right. You see, I'm a fisherman by trade, but a pugilist by hobby. A brawler, if you will. That is where my present troubles began. It all started with the port master that came in one morning to collect dock fees. I'd been drinking on my ship the night before, as one does. I was rather not in the mood to be awoken so early, especially not by a loudmouth clerk demanding payment, and so, passionate pugilist that I am, I may have struck him in the face a time or two. Well, really it was more like 6 or 7. Really not sure what to say. And would you believe it, he had my ship impounded. Should count your blessings if that's all he did. You don't understand, the ship is my livelihood, and now he wants me to pay a fine and the dock fees before I can get it back. But with what money? I can barely sustain myself just fishing off the pier. I need my ship if I'm to turn a profit. Wait, you never paid him the dock fees? Of course not. I'm so distraught over the whole incident. What could I do but to head to the beer house? and now I sit before you without a mark to my name. You seem like a villain in this story, mate. So, about Santiago's compass. Well, that's the thing. The compass was on the ship, which I cannot presently board. But if you could convince the portmaster to release my ship, then both our problems would be solved. What? You created this mech. You fix it. Lamentable fate. Mother Mary, can you hear me still? Your love feels so far from this land. Please, relax, Brew. I'll go talk to the portmaster. The Lord be praised. Finally some good news. And go quickly. I'd rather not sleep another night on the pier. Yeah, whatever. Hello, portmaster? I can't believe that those are 50 coins. When we can get them for free by going significantly out of our way. Oh yeah, what can I do for you? There's a fisherman outside who's trying to get his ship back. Says he kind of punched you in a few times. Fritz, he's lucky I didn't call the bailiff to have him flogged. You tell him that lout his ship is mine until he pays every last mark of his port fees. We maybe work out a deal? I just need something off his ship. I don't actually care if he gets it back. Well, maybe. Look, I'm in a bit of a bind myself. See, my pay comes out of the dock fees. If the fees aren't paid, neither am I. But my daughter's wedding is coming up, and let me tell you, it's quite a financial burden, okay? So, because I didn't get Fritz's dock fees, I haven't been able to pay the banker in Windberg for the wedding cake. And we're understaffed here at Port Authority, so I can't leave long enough to go see him about it. If you can go to the Windberg baker and work things out with him, I'll release Fritz's ship. How do I do that? He knows I'm good for the money. Just convince him to let me pay after the wedding. It shouldn't be difficult. If you say so. Feels like it's turning into a whole thing. Windberg. I still feel like we've not really explored Windberg that well. Kind of stumbled into the correct path. Baker. While I'm around, let's sell some stuff. See, now I'm scared to sell the guano. Sell 1,000 treasures is the achievement I just got. See, I don't want to sell that gold nugget. You're a farmer. You're a caravan. Do I think that the baker's up in here? Not really. What I could do... Oh yeah, they're down south from here. No, that's a different thing. But maybe. Unless the cheese guy is actually the baker. Actually, you need bread, cheese. Actually, the portmaster wanted me to ask you about his wedding cake. What of it? All the necessary arrangements have already been made. As soon as he pays me, I can start right away. That's kind of the thing, actually. Could you maybe let him pay after the wedding? What? He knows I don't do business that way. What kind of game is he trying to play? An unfortunate incident at the docks has impacted his coin purse, I'm afraid. He assures us he can pay you back, though. For the sake of his daughter's wedding, could you perhaps make an exception? I'm going to look a right ass if I ruin his daughter's wedding, aren't I? How about this? We'll make a deal. My wife's birthday is coming up, and I need to get her a gift. Yeah, what are you getting her, Brew? That's just it. I have no clue what she wants, and on top of that, I'm running out of time to buy anything. But you two can help me. First, we need to find out what my wife wants, but be subtle about it. Ask her if she's seen anything interesting in the markets lately. It'll be suspicious if I do it. Alright then. We're not going to be subtle at all. Oh, you're from the city? Have you perhaps been to the tailor lately? Last time I visited, he had the most beautiful silk sash on display. Looks like a Maharajoran design. I've been thinking about getting it, but it's so expensive, you know. I probably shouldn't. Okay, there we go. very NPC sounding dialogue. Talk to your wife, Brew. Perfect, how'd it go? She said there's a silk sash she really likes at the tailor in Arkanya. The one with Marjoran design? Come to think of it, I do recall her eyeing it on our last visit. I told her to buy whatever she liked, but I imagine she was scared off by the price. Well, I won't have my wife thinking her husband is a cheapskate. I want you to take this and go buy that sash. Bag of coins. That should be the right amount if memory serves me. Bring me the silk sash and I'll have the wedding cake ready. This gives me the vibe. It's a lot like the Bigron sword quest, right? Where you're doing stuff that doesn't really feel connected, but does ultimately all connect in to one sequence that lets you do stuff. I'm not against it. It can feel a little bit like the developers are jerking your chain, but I think it's okay in this case. So far, it's okay. Does explain why this room is here. Oya Brew, I'm looking for a silk sash. The baker in Winburg said you had one with the Marjoran pattern on it. Ah, yeah, it was a wonderful sash indeed. Some of my finest work ever, perhaps. Was? Well, yeah. That sash has already been sold, I'm afraid. But I have many other fine garments for sale if you'd like to browse. The baker wants it for his wife's birthday. It has to be that sash. Seems rather important to you. If I had the materials, I suppose I could make another one. It wouldn't be identical, mind you, but close enough. Yeah? But you don't have the materials? I don't. As you said, that sash was made of silk, and that silk comes from Arkanya, goes through Maro. And with travel to and from Mario restricted, you've no way of buying silk now, right? Correct you are, Capybara. If I could somehow obtain a bolt of silk, that would be a trivial matter to make your sash. But as things are, who knows how long that will take. Maro, huh? Guess I'll see what I can do. Alright, that might be the limit of what we can do, because I don't think we've unlocked that. Oh, me. Probably done a little bit too much talking today. Let's finish off this tower. Because we've spent half an episode now not doing that. Pretty funny. Sure, our cheese is fully stocked. Oh man, I meant to stock up our bombs, but I just literally forgot. That's okay. Boss time, I guess. Hello. enjoyed that. That was fun. Very, very like easy to understand mechanics. Not too much going on, so that like I didn't feel overwhelmed. It's like, oh, okay, I see the pattern. I wonder how many players in QA testing just beefed that one up real bad. For them to be like, all right, the camera's gonna go over and it's gonna zoom way in. Is this her? Yes, this is Priestess Kagra, though she doesn't seem to be in great shape at the moment. We'll probably need to take her to Maraho. Since I doubt you can carry her, I guess I'll have to... Who are you? How did you get here? Stay back or I'll kill you. Oh, that makes things easier. Greetings, Priestess Kagra. Always a pleasure. Why is this outlander in my temple, Capybara? Okay, well, first of all, I have a name. It's Copy. Second, Tia Umarama tours are open to everyone. But most importantly, I'm on a mission from Aritana, and Marissa here is aiding me. Fine. What do you and the Outlander want? But try to sound a little more grateful, mate. I had to fight a giant metal bird to rescue you, you know? Uiraparu? Has he been released from Zolotl's control? In a sense. I'm pretty sure I killed him, actually. What? How dare you? You can't just walk in here and destroy my bird. Oh, your bird? Seems an awful lot like it was Zolotl's bird when we got here. Shut up, Capybara. Take this Outlander away from me. I have no patience to deal with Castilians right now. Actually, she's from Arkanya. Never mind, doesn't matter. Priestess Kagra, please hear us out. Marissa went to great lengths to come and rescue you at tremendous risk to herself. Please set aside your grievances for the time being and work with her just this once. I never said I needed to be rescued. I owe you nothing, Outlander. Yeah, that's alright, mate. I'm just trying to find Ari, yeah? Do you know where Zolotl took her? For the safety of all Amazonia, it is critical that we find Priestess Ari. Ari, huh. Zolotl was asking about her too, but I never told him anything. That took great courage. As always, you fill the role of a warrior priestess quite well. But no, I've not seen any sign of Ari around Umarama. Could help you search for a much greater area if you hadn't destroyed my bird. Mate, it kind of attacked me first. Zolotl's probably at Tamanhakaru already. His forces were small and they moved quickly. Some of the Munuane sided with Zolotl, so even their fortress may not keep them out forever. It's worse than that, I'm afraid. As far as I can tell, it's actually all the Munuane that have betrayed us. If I were a gambling capybara, I'd wager that the garrison at Tamanhakaru welcomes Zolotl with open arms. It's going to be one hell of a fight, then, if he controls the fortress. Quite the understatement. We're going to need your help fighting our way in, Princess Kagra. Got a score to settle with Zolotl. If you're taking the fight to him, you can count me in. But what are we waiting for, Brew? Let's go to Tamankukuru thing, then. We could have gotten there easily, except somebody... Yeah, I broke your bird. I get it. Jeez. That's an important point, though. We'll need Aritana's blessing to reach the top of Mount Roraima by foot. Why's that? There's a sacred seal over the only footpath up and down the mountain. Only takes one person to close it, but 4 priestesses to open it. Maybe we'll be lucky and Zolotl is still standing at the entrance scratching his head, but I'm guessing he found it wide open and sealed it behind him on his way up. And without the dance of Aritana Yaritza, you're not getting through that door. Oh, speaking of that, Kagra Brew, don't you have a dance to teach me? No, I absolutely do not. I will not have you making a mockery of our sacred dances. You may be surprised to hear that Marissa is entrusted with the knowledge of the shaman dances by Princess Kindara herself, after Priestess Ari had already blew the secret. Seriously? But why? She has chosen Marissa to be the champion of the priesthood for the survival of Maraho. Well, you did get all the way up here. You certainly have promise as a warrior. Yeah, thanks, mate. Very well. With me, then, Outlander. Pay close attention, Outlander. Witnessing a shaman dance is the greatest honor your kind can ever hope to receive. Pretty good dancer, you know. This isn't some cheese dance or whatever you Arkanyans do at your beer bars. The what? You better take it seriously. Marissa performed the wind dance. Whoa, that was neat. With this, the spirits of the wind will empower your strikes and make you almost as strong as me in combat. Well, maybe half as strong. Maybe. Great, then we're off to the Aritana. Oh, but Princess Kigra. I don't mean to reopen an old wound, but will you be able to dispel the storm portion of the seal at Roraima? No, I can't. Is that what you wanted to hear? My apologies, Priestess Kigra. Simply hoped. I'm not a storm shaman anymore, Capybara. The storm seal won't respond to me. I understand. We'll need your sister as well, then. Yeah, whatever. Just keep her out of my way when we get to Tamanhakaru. She's probably screwed the whole thing up as it is. In fact, have her dispel the seal and then send her home. I'd rather fight alongside this outlander than have Indira there to ruin everything. I'll keep that in mind. Well, Marissa, to Maraho we go. Right. Bird, go! Is the achievement we just got. Cool. So how does that work? Ah, okay, so it alternates. Kind of like Shantae, I guess. We never went down this way. Let's see what's in here. Alright, well, if we had come here before, it would have been short-lived. I'm not sure how I feel about the swim speed being contingent on us having that dance active. It feels like it's leading me to toggle in situations that otherwise we would just not. But maybe that's the point, you know? Okay, see a cave to the right. Let's see if we can get to it. Okay, so we've got spiders that jump, which I could do without. Toasty. Why am I blanking on this? There we go. I don't know how to get past this enemy. Alright, figured it out. Boy, that is slightly tedious. There's clearly a way to do this that isn't so hellacious. There we go. Okay, okay. Meteor stone. I bet Grandpa would like this for his museum. Sure. Does that mean that this little expedition was just for that? That's unfortunate. I thought it was on the main story path, to be honest. actually, like, for this to not be the main story path, this is quite the little mini dungeon. I appreciate, by the way, that where our head is does move as we move around within a region. They easily could have not done that. But it helps a lot with navigation for us to be getting, you know, this little kind of recurring, like, validation of this is where you are, this is what's going on. Ah, perfect. Let's go back to Windberg, actually, because Windberg's pretty convenient as far as merchant is concerned. Stones. Let's skip the coal. Get the iron ore for now. I'll admit I'm having a little difficulty giving up the silk, just because we know that there's silk stuff going on, but... shouldn't have sold that charcoal. Whatever, it's fine. There we go. I wonder if this is indicating like a it feels like we're getting hinted at the other little diamonds there are where the other fast travels are. I don't totally know that I believe that. Actually, no, that seems plausible. Slightly surprising, but plausible enough. Just means that the distribution is not particularly even. Oya, friend, I am Kapi, and I have come with urgent news of Aratana. May we pass? Oya, Kapi, I'm afraid you have poor timing. Everyone keeps saying that. The Aratana's gone missing. Kidnapped, we believe. The whole city is on lockdown until she's found. Damn it, of course Solotl got her too. Solotl, do you have info? Wahaha! Is that just your cat? Don Inigo, are you sure this is the place? Quite certain, Princessa. Your wayward sailors lie just beyond this gate. Excellent. Now for step 2 of the plan. Step 2 really necessary? I fail to see what purpose it serves, and it's rather childish. No, it's cool, Don Inigo. And as a holy warrior of justice, it is essential that I be cool. Obviously I'm gonna do it. Jeez, it's like you don't give me at all. Yeah, Pee-Pee. Miracle Magia Beam. Happy now? You can't ruin this for me, Don Inigo. I wouldn't dream of it, Princessa. Hi, Mara, what was that? I'll have to fill you in later. Marissa, let's find out what she's up to. Right. I'm very curious as to whether she's still in the other room. I'm assuming so. I'm assuming that they just hand-wavy him. Just, she is both in there and doing the side quest. Because, yeah, technically it would be a continuity issue, but realistically, who gives a shit? Okay, so we've got a bit that we drop. Ooh. Yes, please. Mara Yoharan Spear. I bet Grandpa would like this for his museum. Yes. Build my museum. I'm rich with interesting goodies. Glowing crystals are certainly interesting. Really? I was fully expecting some cheese. Now we can't continue. Boo! But, on the upside, easy restock point. Oh, nice. Cheese. For bombs. Hey guys, what? I'm going to run in and out of this a couple times just to restock on bombs or cheese, and I'll tune in briefly and we'll end out the episode. Well, I say that, and then I accidentally hit one of the bomb cases and it blew up in my face. So maybe that's the sign. Maybe that's the sign that that's not actually worth doing. That's funny. I'm quite surprised that this is where I respawned. Would not have expected that. Let's drop this off, and then the rest of this I'm happy to sell, I think. I don't know why I had citrine in there. I think probably because I thought it was gold nuggets, and it just wasn't. Jeez. So, those sold. Let's go back to back to the estate, see how much money we've made from museum. Still feels pretty empty here in the museum. 280? I won't say no to 280. A part of this is I do just want to see, is our friend here? No. Is Cat also still in the apothecary because of the state that we've left that side quest in? Yes. Oh, book. The Creation of Gunpowder by Chloe of Arkanya. Really need to check in at the library. You know what? Let's do that right now, and that'll be how we end the episode out. That is somewhat contingent on me remembering where that is. I think it's the top left of the scene above this one. Yes, library. $2,000 G. Oh, nice. Yeah, we filled in pretty well on the books, it looks like. Maybe about half, very roughly. I'll take that. Nothing new in the office, right? Yeah, none of them have exclamation points. That somewhat startled me. Alright, cool. So our bomb bag now has presumably maximum capacity. I do not know what that capacity actually is. Which I saw and then just immediately forgot. Look at 1,000 coins, which is not enough to upgrade either of these capacities. So we'll hold on to our cash for now. But yeah, I'd say we're about halfway. Off camera, I'm going to go to the pirate island again to restock on bombs. That'll also hopefully restock me on cheese. It'll be good because we're a little. Actually, we're not. We're only one short on cheese. But it'll be good to grab some items from there. Anyways. YouTube, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!